Hello all, this is Arjun. So, in my previous video, we read production planning and control, right? So, in that, we discussed what is production, what is planning, and today we will discuss control. What is control? See, when it comes to planning and when it comes to control, they are different entities and they are huge. See, if we talk about planning, if we talk about planning, what comes in planning? How you plan it? How you plan it? How you plan it? Planning starts from the very beginning, from procurement. Procurement. So, what is procurement? As we discussed, procurement is getting of, or uh, you can call it arranging of raw material for my production. That is procurement. Suppose if you are cooking some dish in your home, you will be getting some vegetables from outside. That is also procurement. You are getting raw material for your dish from market to your home. Then only you can start production, as in you can start cooking, and finally you can get your dish as a final product. Right? So now we understand what is procurement. So in planning, see, we have read these terms thoroughly in planning, like we did inventory management, EOQ, right? Reorder point, lead point, right? What is our reorder point? How are we deciding when we need to reorder our raw material? We are planning, right? This is all called planning. We have to plan when we need to order it again so that our inventory is always full and it should never go beyond the safety stock. Or so what we are doing planning so that our production is smooth, and we should never delay our production time, and we can give our final product to our client on time without any further delay. So that was what all planning. We did plan. All we did is plan before production. In spite, while production we also plan. While production is going on, our raw material will be depleted, so we need to again replenish it. How we'll be doing it? Again, ordering or procurement. The moment our raw material touches the reorder point, again order it again, so that while shipping or my production will go on, and the moment it will reach my industry, it should go to the inventory, and after few time or few days it should go to the production line with some lag, of course. So that was what all planning. So now a few of our students, they had doubt regarding control. So they said they understood what is production, they understood what is planning. Now comes control, right? So what is control? So now production is running, we have done the planning. Now we need to control our production. How we can control our production so that our final product is within what? This is not E. This is, sorry, I'll just make this diagram little bit big so there is no confusion. Yeah. Okay. So this is my upper control limit, my lower control limit. So I need to lie between my upper control limit and lower control limit, means within tolerance limit, in order to be in standards, right? If I'll fall outside my upper control limit, or sorry, I'll just change the color. Yeah, if I'll fall my outside my upper control limit or lower control limit, my process will not be stable, of course, and there would be scrap, lot of scrap in my production, lot of wastage in my production. So we need to avoid that, right? So now what we are doing, we have to control our production. So how can we control our production? By Six Sigma, by control charts, right? So what we do, right? So what we do, we follow a specific pattern or a specific procedure so that we don't fall out of our tolerance limit. So what we need to do, we need to avoid deviations. Just hold on a minute. Yeah, we need to avoid deviations or variations, right? This is our aim. If we need to control our process, we need to think of deviations or our variations. If we can avoid deviations and variations, our process will be in control. If our settings of the machine are correct, if our process of our operator is correct, we will be avoiding deviations, we will be avoiding variations, so our process will be in control. Our parts per million, or the error in parts per million, will be very very less, and that will do, that will reduce our scrap, that will reduce our scrap or wastage. And if the wastage is reduced, the final cost is reduced, right? So and automatically profit increases. So how we can control? By using control charts, which we have already read, right? That is my controlling of my production process, right? So in short, what is control? Control is to supervise all the relevant operations of the progress of work by a feedback mechanism, right? So suppose I am sitting in my office, I can tell which operator is good, which operator is bad, just by plotting their work in my presentation or in my whiteboard. I won't be going to their you can call it on their machines. I won't be having any camera on them. I will just plot the values, what they have, what product they have made. By statistically, I can tell them which operator is good, which is bad, and which operator is excellent, right? So how can I do it? By feedback mechanism, of course, by control charts, by just hold on a minute, by SPC, which is statistical process control. By that I can tell whether my operator is good, whether he is excellent, whether he is bad, simply, or whether he needs to improve. See, bad is not a picture in this scenario. Bad is just he is a newbie or he is a fresher. So for a fresher, I won't be giving any critical job to him. I will be giving not major job or not critical job to a fresher. I'll be giving my critical job to a guy who is well experienced, right? Even in procurement, I will be giving if I need to order some critical parts, without critical parts my production will stop permanently. So I will be giving that order to a experienced candidate and not to a fresher, of course, right? So what is control? Actual results are compared with planned or estimated results, and deviations are and deviations are analyzed. So once my production has started, once I have the final product, I will analyze my deviations, I will analyze my variations, then again I will work upon it, I will change the settings. I might be needing to work from the scratch in order to remove those deviations. I might even have to revamp my whole process in order to remove those deviations, and finally getting my product within my tolerance limit. So that is all in control. Thank you.